Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome and thank you for joining us here today. So today we're going to have a chat about the eras. Now, you've all heard of the golden era, right? The gilded era, right? And we had the stone era, which was, way back in the day. So when you look at the different eras in life that have evolved throughout our history, take a look at where we're at right now and where we've been for the past, since 1940 something, I believe, is when it started, which was the industrial age. But you've all heard about the golden era and the bronze era and the gilded era, different areas and different phases in our history, in our world. Not just our one lifestyle, but it's the world. So right now we are coming out of the industrial age. As we all know, because we've lived through this for the past, 50, 60 years. This one lasted quite a long time, but it's been evolving since 2003, actually, is when we was first started noticing that these changes were happening in our world. So it's been like since 2003. And 2003 is when I first started noticing how things were shifting and how it was becoming more important to have knowledge, more important to know more, to read more, and to look at the metaphysics of our world. And I started noticing that. And I really took it into heart and took it into effect in 2008. So anyone out there we've all lived in the industrial age. Well, this age, as everyone knows right now, is slowly fading away. Our world is evolving to a new era. And it's the new earth, and we've heard about this, and we've been doing a lot of different broadcasts and a lot of different seminars on this exact thing. So if you've been in one of my seminars that we've talked about this, then you know exactly where our world is going and the vibrations and the different things that are coming, and they're all being evolved, and it's all happening as we speak. So we're going now into the information age. And what exactly do I mean by the information age? Well, the information age is, if you'll look at the marketplace, let me see, I'm just going to write in here, new era, year. Oh, I'm so funny today. New era of our world, and it is the world. It's not just the United States. It's not just the UK. It's not just Australia. It's the world. Of our world is changing, and we know this for a fact. A lot of you out there who do what I do, you can feel the vibrations in the world. You can feel what's happening as the world itself is evolving. And this is a huge question for a lot of people, was, well, I feel this, but how do I know what's happening? Well, some of you do and some of you don't, and that's okay. But what we're getting into right now on this particular broadcast is, you're noticing in the marketplace how we're all more in tune with information. We're in tune with teaching. We're in tune with learning. We're in tune with how to grow your business, how not to, the different steps. It's all becoming a way of not just teaching how to do this, but it's self-education, and this is part of the information age. Because as we've talked about in an earlier broadcast also, is the school system, and how in the early 1940s, how J.P. Morgan and Schwartz, and there was another one, I can't think of his name right this second, but they set up our school system to create worker bees, not to create successful people. So that's a whole nother broadcast that we did. If you were on that one, then you know exactly where that went and the information that was involved in that one. So the information is based on the marketplace, and it's everywhere in the marketplace. If you're in the marketplace, if you're selling anything, if you're coaching people, or you know, maybe you are into metaphysics, maybe you're into mindset, whatever you're doing, if you're teaching or anything like that, you're in the marketplace and you're knowing and you're looking, and not just that, you're seeing more and more products, more and more opportunities out there have to do with information. And that's why we are in the information age. And like I said, we've been going this direction since about 2008. And now in 2020, we've come to the point where most of our factories are shut down. We do not know if they're going to open again. So that means that worker bee is going to have to get another income. So, and I'm talking to, excuse me, a lot of people who are in that phase of transition, of going from a worker bee to what do I do now? And a lot of people are looking to start working online, to start growing a business, and to start having another income source for when these factories stop. And when they do open, it's most likely they're going to be AI operated, which means they're going to be operated by machines. As we all know, this has been coming and it's been developed and it's already happened. It's just most people don't know about it. But the AIs have already been created, they've already been developed, and they've already been tested. So those particular AIs and the machines that take to create, you know, cars, it's all going to be machines. And computers, and everything is going to be done by machines. There will only be just a handful of worker bees involved in doing that. So as we're now knowing that we are in the information age, that gives us now the opportunity to get on board and say, okay, what I was doing before is not going to last. I am being evolved out of that position. That's fine. That is evolution. That is the way life works. It's the way it's supposed to go. We would not have succeeded and we would not be technologically where we are if we would have stayed back in the Gilded Age. If we would have stayed in the Gilded Era, we would not be where we are today. So it takes evolving and prospering to move from one phase of life to the next. And like I said, the industrial age is where we've been living for the last 50, 60, maybe longer years. I'm not quite sure exactly when it was evolved to be wholly. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I did not research that one totally, so I'll have to look that up to give you the correct answer. So, but it's all about the importance of our survival. What do we do to survive and to prosper? We're all made to prosper. We're all made to flourish. And we're all made to take the right steps when they come. So knowing now that our world, the whole world, has evolved into the information age, look around, look on the marketplace and see, look in your community, what is still going, what is not going to be going. And like I said, with this 2020 thing, this was the cusp. This was predicted. It was prophesied to happen. So this is the cusp of a big change. This is the cusp that prophecy has told us this is happening, and this is going to change the way we live. This is going to change the way we work. This is going to change the way we prosper and be successful. So most of us that are already in the information age where we're at right now, who are giving information, who are teaching, who are offering training. I know I do a lot of coaching for people. And here lately in the past few weeks, I have done several more free coaching sessions just to try to help more people get out there and start learning how to do these things. So once I can help people to get a skill, and the one skill you can get that will take you through your whole life is marketing. Everything in the world is marketing. Regardless of what you're doing, there's marketing involved. Granted, if you're a worker bee, which we all need worker bees, then maybe you don't see the marketing that's behind what you're doing. And that's okay. Not everybody does. And that is perfectly fine. But if you're going to evolve into the information ages where we're going now, we're already going. Like I said, 2020, they shut everything down. The whole world shut down. Factories, everything's closed. Those jobs are not, they're becoming obsolete. They're finding they don't need them, right? So if you need to pick up and go forward and do something else, learn how to close a sale. Learn how to get people to say yes to your opportunity, to say yes to what you're offering. Maybe you're going to go in and maybe you're going to sell something online, whether it be a product or maybe you're going to be an affiliate and sell something online. That's fine. There's so many different information products that you can sell out there and give value. And that's what it's about. The more people you help, the better you go. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of free coachings lately in the past few weeks, just trying to help more people to get over the hump that we're in right now. And I can't say it's going to get better right away. It will get better in time. In time, we will evolve and we will get past that. And we will embrace the new earth, which is what it is. So as you're going through, look at the new protocol for our prosperity. There's a new protocol being put in place, and it is there to help us. It is there because most of us that are working online and have been doing so for quite some time are putting ourselves out there to try to help and train as many people as we can so that many people get left behind in this prosperity protocol type thing. So if that's where you're at, if you're looking, if you're learning, if you're getting excited, if you're like, well, what am I going to do? That's an emotion you do not want to go. Emotions follow vibrations. So where your emotions go, energy flows. So if you have a good emotion, if you are happy about something, let's take another step and feel something that you're grateful for. Maybe it's seeing a new baby. You have a new baby in the family. Maybe it's just like you're so grateful this baby's in your family. Get that feeling. Or maybe it's a puppy, or, little things in babies seem to be a great thing we're grateful for. Find what you're grateful for. Find something. Grab that feeling. That's an emotion. Grab that feeling. Hold on. And use that feeling to manifest something that you want. When you can use that feeling to manifest something that you want, you're going to find that it's going to be easier for you when you see what you've wanted to manifest. Look at your vision board. Look at what you've put out there for yourself. And the purpose of a vision board is, again, it's pictures will trigger your subconscious mind because a picture will say more than 1,000 words. It's a fact. So do that and get that emotion, hold on to it, and embrace it. And then create and start manifesting from that emotion. You're going to find that you'll be in vibration with what you want faster and sooner. But knowing that the industrial age is bye-bye, it's not going to stay around, we will still have some factories, I'm sure. We'll still have, different things, but a lot of them are going to be AI operated or be operated by machines, which has already started. There's so much going on. I'm trying to get you guys as much information as I can as I talk to the people I talk to. So when you do this and you learn and you grow, you're going to find you won't be left behind. Okay? And there's no reason for anyone not to have success in this era. There's no reason. As long as you're willing to learn and to grow and to change your mindset if it's bad, if you're negative or whatever you're at, if you're willing to be in a positive mindset, if you're willing to take the negative, and if you're willing to have, like before you start a project, let's just drop this down a little bit. Before you start a project, don't you have all of your pieces together first before you take it apart? Right? So before you start a project, you have everything you need right here. So then you can take whatever you're doing, take it apart, and then replace it with the new. That's the greatest example I can think to give you for that. Is you never tear your project apart before you have all your tools, before you have all your pieces. I learned that years ago working, and I always had to have all of my components that I was needing for that project together before I started it. If I was going to tear down something or make a new display, I had to have everything I needed before I took it down. Otherwise, it would be empty. Nobody wants to see that. You want product on it, right? So keep that in mind. And this is just meant for an eye-opener, just an information, because we are in the information age. So take a look around, look at what you want to do, look at what will give you a sustainable income, and look about what will make you happy, okay? Because when you do what makes you happy, when you can do what makes you fruitful, it makes you excited, then yes, you will find you will be happier and your wealth will come to you and you will attract the right people to you. Okay? Okay, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get this out there to as many people as we can. And again, I am helping people to get started and get going. But for right now, I offer you a portal up there at the top. I believe it's up there to get in, learn how to do this, and get started. I'm here for you, and I want to see everybody succeed that is wanting to succeed. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later, and thank you so much for joining. I am grateful for you. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Hold on. There we go.